Alright, I haven't done a video update for a while, so I thought I'd say something, although I haven't got a lot of complete stuff to show. So, back in December, I'd finished up adding centaurs and minotaurs, and I'm pretty happy with the state of the game as a whole. So, looks like the engine and the whole system is going to be able to reproduce something that's pretty similar to POX, or at least make a good working game. Um, Christmas had a holiday, and this month in January I've been back and started working on a new client, in particular the map rendering. So as you can see, everything looks a bit different. Um, the grass is finished. These are grass tiles. This is not a placeholder anymore. Finally, something that's not a placeholder sprite. Um, I'm pretty happy with the way it looks, and so I think at release this is how the actual game will be shown. A bit more work still needs to do on some of the stone, a bit more variety there. But the idea is it's not going to look fantastic like a hand-drawn background, but I want it to be clear that there are individual tiles. You can see what's going on. You can see the edges of height, so you know where there is a height difference. Um, in this map, there's only single step ups. I haven't got double steps, but in fact, what I might do, well, later I might try another map. So there's simple terrain rules where a single step up that you can walk up is going to be showing the same terrain, like this smooth grass gradient. If it was a 2 height difference, you'll be seeing, like here, in fact, there's a 2 height difference down. You see the stone underneath the grass rather than a smooth. Actually, it's not a 2 height difference, it's 1 height down to stone. But that's what it will look like anyway. Here you go, the edge, cliff edge. So you'll always see a bit of rock when there's a hard cliff that you can't walk over. Other things, okay, fonts are in. So this produces Nora, but it does not produce a deployment zone. So it's drawn as a well. Anything that's blue is producing Nora, like visually. The standing stones here mean it can deploy as well. And there are some fonts which have standing stones they can deploy but don't produce Nora, which could be useful in some maps, but obviously not quite as good as actually accruing some Nora you can then spend. Okay, 2 shrines. Shrines are in. They look, I don't want to say crap, but they're meant to look pretty rundown and ramshackle. No one really would want to use them because that's how the game will make some money. People will be able to pay for their own themed shrines, or some fancier versions of shrines. And okay, what else have we got? Well, deploy. Everything's a lot smoother now, so this isn't just a change of the sprites and or the tiles, the way it's looking. It's actually being properly rendered on the GPU now, so that all works nicely. Someone asked me for zoom in and out, which now happens. So it's only a small zoom, but it's always just enough that you can fit the entire map into your screen. I could probably shrink the browser window and make it zoom more, but anyway, it does the job. So that way, if you're having a smaller screen, particularly if you're doing it on a cell phone or a tablet or something, then, although if you're doing it on a cell phone, how are you going to press Z to zoom out? I don't know. Problems. Right. Some things, okay, plenty of other terrain isn't finished. So the dirt has only got one kind of terrain sitting underneath there. It doesn't look like a big issue on this map. You can see the water. I've done these nice water edges where there's a sharp step up, but these two should look like pools sitting up there with little waterfalls coming down. So there's work to do. Still plenty more of that. Haven't got any mud tiles in, which are important, because whenever there's water generated, first it generates mud on top of dirt. In fact, I don't think the other players, no, they're minotaurs. Sprites, if anyone has not been paying attention, there's Paper on Discord has produced some lovely sprites. So we've got some minotaurs and centaurs that can now be used and sacrificed. See it. Yeah. Still some issues with the new client. It's rendering the Nora globes in a strange place, so I might fix that today if I have time. That's interesting. Okay, I'm seeing odd little bugs. For example, when I select the shrine, it's supposed to highlight its deployment zone. It was earlier. I'm not sure why it's not now. There's always little things to fix. Okay, is there anything else to talk about? Not really. By the end of this month, I'm going to basically wrap this up, make sure that the client's able to do everything it's going to need to do to make the game. So that will include some things like sounds for attacks and context-sensitive sounds and stuff. I'd like to try and get some status effect animations, like Distracted having the little ring sitting around people, something along those lines. Make sure it can all handle that, and then I will say that the tech demo is done and will officially enter pre-alpha. How exciting. But for now, it's not it. All right, one more map as well. Not a lot to show, just out here, snow terrain on this one. I don't think there's a deploy only. There's no deploy only. Oh well. Can zoom out a little bit further. Cool. Now I'm really done.